To decide between the Eufy S1 Pro versus Medela Magic InBra wearable breast pumps, and stick around. I'm going to compare the similarities and differences so you can easily decide which of these premium wearable breast pumps is best for you. So let's get started and take a quick look at the design. Both of these are wearables. There's no tubing that you need to be worried about. They're designed to go in bra. They are a very similar size. However, I do like the teardrop design of the Medela Magic. It feels a little bit more breast-like versus the semicircular when it's in your bra. And there is also this nice curved angle for a better fit against your breast while you're wearing it. In terms of parts, now the Eufy is a simpler design. There are only 4 parts to worry about. Your Medela Magic does have a few more and can be slightly more complicated. However, in saying that, design-wise with the Eufy, the flange here, you have to lip it up and over to make sure that you have a nice secure seal every time. Now, it's not an issue. However, it's something that if you're constantly pulling this off and on, it can wear your parts, and it can be just one of those little spots where if you don't quite get the seal right, it can lead to air leaks and loss of suction or milk leaks. So something to keep in mind with the Medela, it is a much smoother, less opportunity for leaks, a little bit easier to put together in my opinion. Okay, so in terms of suction, because this is one of those things that we want in a pump, we want it to be working and creating our milk flow. So both of these have a 300 millimeter of mercury suction strength, but the way that they perform that suction is slightly different. With the Eufy, it is a pulsed suction, so it goes up and then down, up to the peak and then back down again. With the Medela Magic, it's more of a continuous suction, so it goes up and then doesn't come all the way back down. It holds that vacuum and goes back up and then comes back down, goes back up. And so what this does is it just gives you that little bit of a smoother suction pull. It feels slightly stronger at times because you've got that continuous suction, and so it's just a bit smoother than going all the way up and straight down. But in terms of modes and customization, so both of these are app integrated. On the pump themselves, both have 2 modes. So your stimulation for your short suctions for initiating your letdown, and then your longer expression suctions for drawing out your breast milk. Both only have the 2 modes on pump, but this is where the Eufy does shine. It has an amazing app. It's one of my favorite, along with the Mum Cozy. Within the app, you can customize your speed cycles, your patterns. There's professional mode, your suction levels, your heating, the timers. There's a lot that you can do to customize your suction within the Eufy app that you just don't have with the Medela Magic. With the Medela Magic, you can turn your pump on and off, you can adjust your suction levels, and track your milk, but it really is a more basic app in comparison to the Eufy. Now, in terms of suction levels, the Eufy only has 7. With the Medela Magic, you get the 5 in the stimulation and 10 in expression. So you do get the additional 3 suction levels in your expression mode with the Medela Magic. So that does help fine tune that suction strength to best suit your comfort and output. With the Eufy, you also have heat flow technology. So in the back here, there is a heating pad. Now, this is designed to help with comfort, help with your letdown, overall output with your pumping. So some mums absolutely love this. It's really one of the reasons why mums are choosing the Eufy S1 Pro over other pumps, is for this heating or heat flow technology. Now, do you need it? No, you can get away with not using heat at all, or even using a heated lactation massager. There are options if you need the heat, but it is a nice one to have built in. There are 7 different heating levels as well, so you can again customize it to what best suits you. There is no heating with the Medela Magic, but one thing that it does have is its FluidFeel tech. So at the base of your flange here, it is designed to have a small amount of milk pool. So as your nipple is going in and out, that milk acts as a natural lubrication to help with your overall comfort. So it's another high-tech feature, different to the heat, but again designed to help with your overall comfort. One thing to note though is, because you do have milk pool at the end of your session, you do need to leave it for a few minutes just for that milk to collect into the collection cup. Otherwise you may end up with a bit of milk leaking. Now in terms of flange, so I've already talked about my dislike with having to hook the Eufy S1 Pro over. The flange itself is a silicone. It's got a really nice velvet feel to it. It does have movement in it. It's also got a 105-degree flange angle, which is designed to mimic a baby's positioning, mouth positioning during breastfeeding. So that again help with overall comfort and output. You have with your Medela, in contrast, it has this hard silicone flange. Different mums respond differently to either a hard flange or a soft flange. So it really depends on you and your body to which one will be a better fit. In terms of sizing though, which is always important for every mum, with the Medela, you have a 24 and a 21 millimeter flange. With the Eufy, you only get the 24 millimeter flange, but you do get smaller flange inserts, 17, 19, and 21 millimeter. So it's handy that you get those smaller sizes, so you can pump straight off the bat if you do need the smaller sizes. Otherwise, you do need to go purchase larger sizes separately. Now capacity, they're both the same at 5 ounces. Here's another really big difference though, and this is battery life. So with the Medela Magic, you get 120 minutes runtime of a full charge. The Eufy, however, and one of its perks is it comes with this really handy rechargeable carry case. Now, this will provide you with up to 5 days of use. So this is fantastic if you're a working mom, pumping multiple times a day, pumping on the go. Having the rechargeable carry case is a huge plus for me, especially as you get up to 5 days of usage. One thing I will say though is it does have magnetic connectors. Not everybody likes having magnetics in their pump, so something to consider. In terms of noise, now the Medela Magic is advertised at only a 38 decibel. The Eufy S1 Pro is 46 decibels advertised, but I'm going to turn them on so you can hear the difference. So that's the stimulation mode on the Magic. And that's the stimulation on the Eufy. So The Magic is quieter. Something to consider if you want that discretion. And while this is on, I do want to show you, this is one of my favorite things about the Medela Magic, and it's a nipple alignment. So in the tunnel, it has a light, so you can really easily line up your nipple during your pumping session. Now, this is really important. Wrong nipple alignment can really impact your pumping session. So having this available, I do love. I love that it's also got the clear window, so you can have a quick glance down, check your nipple alignment, check your milk output. That compared to the Eufy, where you've got no visibility at all, is something to consider. In terms of flange tunnel as well, it's a really short flange tunnel on the Eufy, especially versus the Medela Magic. If you've got elastic nipples though, neither of these are probably going to be the pump for you. Price wise, there's not a lot in it. Both are really premium, high end. It really depends if you can find one on sale, if there's a price variance, but I think there's about $50 difference in the recommended retail price, where the Eufy is about $50 cheaper. However, which one should you buy? I think if you are a mum that loves your data, that you are tech driven, you want that absolute customization over your pumping, that you want that extended battery life for pumping at work or on the go, you're going to use the heat flow technology, then I think the Eufy S1 Pro is a fantastic choice. The Medela Magic, I think this is great if you're looking for that smoother suction and you're somebody that responds a bit better to that smoother flow. You're wanting something that's lightweight and something that's more discreet in its design. So you're somebody that seeks comfort first. I do feel like the Medela Magic has that bit of an edge. So which one to choose really depends on you, how you're pumping and how your body responds. So I hope this video has helped. If you have any questions, please ask and I'll do my best to answer. If you've liked this video and found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help this channel grow. And if you want more great videos like this, please hit that subscribe. Cheers.